Hello, everyone, and good evening. Welcome to Reality Hour. I'm, oh my God, I almost said my name was American Idol. I'm Adam Samuel. Today, Rocky start already. I'm Adam Samuel. Here we are. We are talking the top 24 contestants of this season of American Idol. We are going to be formatting this episode just to kind of explain how this is going to go. This is both our draft episode and our recap of the past week of episodes. So how we are going to be doing this is we are going to be doing the draft, and as the draft happens and the contestants are picked, then we will be talking about the performances. So it might be a little out of order, but it's kind of easier just because you've watched the episode by now. You know what's going on, and we're just here to kind of pick our teams, the rebirth of Team Hot Mess, as you can see. Joining me is my co-host, Grace. How you doing today, Grace?
I'm doing well, thank you. I'm very, very tired, but I'm finally on spring break, so I can put my feet up for a little bit and kick your butts in this draft.
Big words.
The reigning champion right here, ready to defend her title.
Reigning champion.
Reigning Idol champion is here, Val. So
yeah, well, true. And we also have Eric. How you doing today, Eric?
My arm really hurts. I got my second COVID shot yesterday.
Oh man!
Thankfully.
So are we now a fully vaccinated podcast?
I think we might.
I think so. Yeah.
Yay! I am feeling a lot less awful than I thought I would be, which is why we're doing this today and not tomorrow as we originally planned. So, hooray!
Well,
it gives more time tomorrow.
I just want to say that since I'm of the three of us, I'm the person who's had to win the latest, like the longest to go. So I think I should get to go first by default.
Nope, we're gonna do it randomly.
Well, before we get to that, let's talk headlines. So, are there kind of any big news topics to talk about before we kind of dive into the actual draft?
I kind of want to save the news for after the draft because I'm very excited to do the draft.
Schedule.
Yeah, that can go afterwards. That can be at the end.
Right.
Dancing with the Stars got renewed
with Tyra. Boo.
Maybe we'll do another recap. Maybe we'll do another season recap.
We'll see if Reality Hour gets renewed, so I can defend my title.
Depends if someone as crazy as Carol Baskin is there.
Okay. Okay. So.
All right. So.
Let's all pick a random number.
Any number?
Any number between 1 and 100. What's your number?
Okay.
No, you have to pick a number. Say it.
Oh, me first?
Yeah.
43.
Damn it.
42.
Pick one that's further apart if possible. I'm gonna pick 19.
All right. So I'll do 76.
Okay. Hey Siri, what's random number between 1 and 100?
One moment. A random
Series.
number 1 and 100 is
10. 10. I win.
Dang. So wait. So now do you decide the order, or do we go like in who was closest? So it would go you.
Who's closest? So it's me, then Grace, then Adam.
Do I get like 2 picks because I'm third? Does it go Eric,
No.
Grace, me, 2? Come on.
No.
Please.
No.
So I'm like quadruple screwed here.
And maybe.
No.
All right, well,
I thought I was quadruple screwed last year, and I won. So.
Well, oh man, oh boy. Come on, please, just let me get to the first round, and then we'll go back to like
first round. Sure, you can have 2.
Is that okay, Grace?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
But we
Go
still
ahead.
need to have 8 each.
Yeah. 8, or we could maybe do like we'll have 7 each, and we'll leave like 1, and if that person wins, like it's
No,
There'd be 2 left.
everyone is getting picked.
Okay. All right. Eric, go ahead. Who's your first pick?
Okay.
And who and well, if it wasn't obvious enough from the hashtag.
Okay, my first pick is Grace Kinsler. She is this year's winner. And even if I do not get her on my draft team, I'm calling her as the winner now. Well, I got her on my draft team. I'm calling her as the winner now. And I'll get double points now because I win the draft and I'll get being right points. And even if she doesn't win this season, she absolutely freaking should. So I should have been right points in that case.
I think Grace is too perfectly positioned to win that she will not win. I think it is too obvious. I feel, look at the past couple seasons of American Idol.
Boy, neither of you were gonna pick her.
I was not going to have picked
I was
her
thinking
first.
about it.
She was third on my list, I think.
She was
Really?
second or third.
Huh.
She's not a guitar playing white boy.
It's true.
Okay.
And I know who Grace is going to go. I feel like our first picks are going to be exactly like who we would probably go with. You know what I mean? Like who are. No, last week or 2 weeks ago, we said the kind of contestants we pick. It's going to all kind of fit into that mold.
Got it. Okay, but let's talk about our performance this week. It wasn't her best performance of the season so far, but it was still pretty damn stellar in my opinion.
I really like this performance.
I think I preferred her audition and the duet that she did in Hollywood Week from her vocals, but this was also pretty damn impressive. And she hasn't had a bad performance yet, and I'm very excited about her this season. So,
was she in the first episode or the second episode?
The second episode.
I thought she was in the first.
She was in the second.
Oh, okay.
Look.
But we're talking about it together, so it's not like it matters.
Yeah. So she did a Father by Demi Lovato.
Yeah. I never heard the song before. I
hadn't either, but like, look, she's really good, and I think she has the biggest steam kind of going into the next round. The early round favorites, I just feel like they never win. It's too, like, look at who won. Maddie wasn't the number one favorite going into the live shows. Lane wasn't. I mean, Just Sam even, like, none of it. I feel like you can. I just don't see that carrying her. I
think Just Sam kind of was actually for one of the producers one of the most.
I don't know. What do you think, Grace?
I mean, they showed her every round. She's been fantastic every single time, and I think that's a big part of why she can't win.
I think I see her at fourth, honestly. Fourth place, Rob Goddess.
Okay, well, if you guys are right, I'll be depressed, but I'll know that I should have been right, because she is the best one on the show this year, and it's not even close.
And when has the best singer ever won this show? Never.
Several times. Lots of times, actually. Not in the past 3 years, but before that.
Exactly.
I think we're due for someone my favorite to win this season. So
okay.
Well, from one Grace, we go to another Grace. Grace, it is your turn. You have 23 contestants to pick between. Who is your number one pick?
I called him the winner the second I saw his audition. My number one pick is Chayce Beckham.
Yeah. He was fourth on my list. I was like,
where did I put him? I put him at number 21 on my list of favorites.
Really? I'm with Grace here. I think he could win.
Dead last, and he came in second.
I still think like Chayce is epic. I mean, he's the cookie cutter mold of what American Idol winners usually like do, how they are.
Exactly.
But he's much worse than lots of them.
It doesn't matter.
Okay. I would be this. He would be fourth from my worst case scenario this season if he wins. So,
really? Why so harsh?
Because I found him aggressively mediocre. And I just think there have been so many people. There's so many people this year who are actually like stellar that if he wins and he just coasts to winning, I would be so disappointed, and it's gonna be hard for me to watch this show again.
I don't know. I think you're underselling him, dude. I think like he's someone I think can really win. Like
I'm sure he can win, but I'm not going to be happy about it.
But like for his performance, he did "You Should Probably Leave" by Chris Stapleton. Is he kind of like going into? He is country. Is that where he is?
I think so.
It's another huge like boost for him, honestly.
Yes.
Like he checks the boxes. Eric, I know you might like hope differently, but I feel like it could happen.
It could happen. If it does, I will tell you that I will not be podcasting next year because this will be a worse result than AGT's result last year if he wins.
No,
we're not even top 24. We haven't even like It's too early to call it. I'm saying that. Like, it's too early to.
I am saying that comparing the best contestant to him, this would be worse than AGT for me.
Yeah, I disagree.
Okay.
Well,
this podcast will be very boring if we disagreed all the time, so that's good.
well, it's my turn, and because I've managed to argue my way into getting 2, so this is exciting. So look, who were my previous first draft picks? It was Maddie. Then I think it was, oh my God, I forgot her name. She played piano. She was with Jason Mraz. Oh my God. This is really... You don't remember her name? She was like eliminated top 14 of Lane season. She's really good. This is really...
She wasn't, but I forget her name. Shit.
She was a piano girl.
I know.
And I think, I picked the piano.
I can picture what she looks like in my mind, but I can't.
I know. Someone in the chat, if you were watching, what was her? She was blonde. She was like unjustly like. I'm so sorry, but yeah, you're Googling it. Well, I will just say, I am Ashley Hess. Ashley Hess. That was.
I was
that
thinking
was her name.
that, and then yep, it was.
I picked her first. She was my first draft pick. Thank you so much, Gil. So I'm gonna do another piano girl. It's gonna be Cassandra. I want to win with. If I win, I want to win with her. We finally got the Florence and the Machine comparisons that I'd kind of been thinking about. Like I mentioned it, and they finally mentioned it on the show. And yeah, I love this girl. Piano girls. Now tell me why she's gonna win, Eric.
She's not.
Why? She can win. She's on my team. She's my number 1 pick.
I
Does
like
she play
her as a
guitar?
person, but her voice is still just not my thing. I'm sorry.
I really enjoy her. I disagree with you, Eric. I think she's really good. I don't know if she has the versatility like someone like Maddie had, but what she does is just really beautiful. I really enjoy listening to her performances. She's someone I want to root for. Yeah, and Gil agrees with me. I'm partial to piano girls too, and redheads. Cassandra is doomed to 6 like Jeremiah and Katie. Ouch! I was with you in the first half. It's like the reverse of that gift.
That was
like
so great that you
first.
agreed with him right until you, and then you read the whole thing.
I spoke too soon, but look, I want her. She's gonna be my number 1 pick. I think I have with her a slight chance of winning. I feel like it could be Eric. She's due for like a peaking moment. Like she's just like on the cusp. I feel like give her some like shake it out. Or, only exception.
Oh,
Grace just
give her that to be cut immediately, but continue.
Why are you?
Well, because I hate that song, but
Tough crowd, guys. Grace, what do you think about Cassandra?
I like her. I don't think she has a shot at winning for several reasons. I'm hoping this doesn't turn. I'm already sensing like a Brooke White level disaster, and I just hope that doesn't happen.
No. What is happening? You guys are just... Look, when she wins, I'll have the laugh. Stop. Well, look, she was my number 1 on my draft pick, so I'm happy I have her on my team. And, yeah, I think she's got a chance. I will say, do you guys think she has, like, a slight chance, would you, either of you say?
No.
Next.
Ouch. You guys are breaking my heart. All right. Well, so I got Cassandra. I have 1 more pick. It's going to be a little bit before I can kind of get another pick on my team. I had a number 2, but I think I'm going to switch it. I'm going to go with Hunter Metz as my next pick. Why Eric just let out a yes, or was that a groan?
That was a yes, because it means that you picked someone that I put near the bottom of my list again. And
what?
So
people love him.
If Chayce isn't winning, Hunter's like WGWG 2.0. Like he's maybe.
There's a few of them this year.
I found it aggressively boring. So continue.
Eric, I like this dude. I think he's talented. I think he's fun to listen to. I think he still can win, and I do think he Really? Not Eric, Grace. Back me up, please.
I actually had him pretty high on my list too. I literally wrote in my notes that I thought his performance was strange, which I don't know what that means. And I wrote it.
Fun.
But he definitely has all the makings of an Idol winner. So I think that could work out in his favor.
And look, I would have picked him over Chayce because country isn't my thing. But like, I think I like that he's doing songs like Noah Cyrus. It's kind of different. It reminds me a little of Nick Fradiani. Like, I feel like he's gonna keep it current. No, I think like he's a current kind of singer. Like, he's not going like Chayce. He might stick to the country lane. Hunter can do more current pop music, which I think could be more viable.
I just watched Nick Fradiani for an hour and a half on stage yesterday, and what you just said was blasphemy. So
I love Nick. I'm saying this in a good way. Like
I know you're saying it in a good way, and the fact that you said that he was anything like Nick Fradiani when Nick Fradiani is in a different league to him is blasphemy. But anyway,
well, look, I got my two people. I'm afraid I'm not going to get either of the next three people. Well, I will at least get one of the three. But yeah, Cassandra and Hunter. I think one of them can win. And yeah, Gil in the chat, Chris Allen energy. I think that's a good summation. Like, yeah.
Chris Allen is also better. Anyway,
Chris Allen
my next pick is Casey.
No, it's Grace. Isn't it Grace?
No, it's his turn.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
Pick is Casey Bishop.
Good.
And
pick.
I was flip-flopping actually because her performance this week was not her best at all. It was pitchy and it was kind of rough. But her audition was one of my two favorites of the season, and so I still see a lot of potential of her. So I'm hoping that she can bounce back next round.
I want to see her rock out. Like, I want like some Van Halen. I want something like all these songs so far have been like, I want take that rocker spot. It is wide open. There's no one here for it. Like, she can have a monopoly of it. Just pick some like, she reminds me of that girl from the X Factor, Janelle Garcia, but better. You know what do you remember her?
I think she's nothing like Janelle. She reminds me really of
better
type.
I wouldn't say Haley. I think like
she's much closer to Haley than she is Janelle.
I was getting more punk there. Like, I was like,
no,
some of those throwbacks, Nirvana, something like that. But look, yeah. I think here's what I'll say. I think Casey can win. Like, I think if Grace doesn't, I think there's a good shot Casey can pull it out. And what did you think, Grace?
I mean, I knew she was a shoo-in, so like the people that I knew were shoo-ins, I was kind of just like, yeah, whatever, I don't care what they do. I did think it was pointless that she and Alanis had to share their verdict and spread it over both nights, because I could have told you going into this episode that both of them were going to make it.
Yeah.
Her duet wasn't great, so I understand why they didn't show it. It was good. I wasn't like connecting with her like I wanted to, but maybe it was the song. I mean, She Talks to Angels is kind of a song that kind of just lays there.
Agreed. It was not her best week. I'm just trying to base this on potential.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think she's a very viable person. Like, She Talks to Angels. Yeah, it wasn't. I think she's still waiting for a peak moment. Like, she is going to be like, she's still high on everyone's radar, but she's still waiting to blast through that door to kind of the top ranking. And I think she has it in her. I think she can do it. But I do also say, like, I don't know if you guys would agree, but I think she can win. But I think this next performance will make or break her. Like, if she does flop, I think she's gone.
If she bombs this next performance, yes, I think she'll go. She'll be gone.
But otherwise, it's there for the taking. I think she's just got to go for a rock song and kind of take that entire category for herself.
Okay, Grace, your next pick?
Yeah, go on, Grace.
Okay. I'm between two people. One who fits the mold, one who doesn't. Only because I think she has only because like I think this person has a good chance of winning. I'm going to pick Alyssa Wray.
Really?
Good pick.
Okay.
She completely oversang her last performance. but she does have a lot going for her, and I don't want to amass an entire army of guitar-playing white boys. There's people that I want on my team because I want them on my team. And I think that's the case with Alyssa. And I think she has a good shot. There's people that I like that I know have no chance, and I don't want to pick them right now.
She was my number 5 on my list, so.
Yeah, solid pick. I think she is guaranteed a spot in the top 12 at this point. I mean, with the format kind of that we're going with, I feel like she is. There are certain names that I feel 100% will be top 12. Willie Spence is one of them. Alyssa is one of them. There are people. I would almost even maybe put Liahona. Maybe there's some people I feel like are. Let me. I just feel like if they don't get through by the vote, they will be a save. I feel like.
I think Liahona is total cannon fodder. But anyway.
Gil in the chat says the guitar white boys need a queen to worship, so good pick.
I don't know what that means.
Know what that means. We said that at the same time. Look, I like Alyssa. I think she's going to be here far. I don't see her winning, though. I think 5th, 4th is kind of where she'll land. I think she'll go deep, but I don't think she'll win. And that's kind of my thoughts.
Okay. Now we're all at 2, so I think because Adam got to pick 2 in the first round, he doesn't get to pick this round.
What? Come on.
We're all at 2 now.
Huh. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, that's what we're going to do.
Okay, fine. Go ahead.
Okay. Now we're even. So my next pick is Alanis Sophia.
That would have been mine.
I
was going with her.
For me, my favorite cover of this song of all time was by Matt Cardle who was on X Factor UK, my all-time favorite winner of that show. Having said that, this performance was the moment that Alanis needed to really stand out to me. I totally was not paying attention to her. This performance was so damn good that she shot up to number 3 on my list. This was actually my favorite performance in the first showcase episode, and it was by a mile. I thought this was if there were any moments this week, I think this was it. So I really, really liked her.
Yeah, she was great this week.
I had no idea who she was until this episode. I will say, completely, not on my radar. This episode, I was like, I would put her in the same standing as where I would put Casey, honestly. She's up there. And I feel like the one thing is, she's another contestant. I feel like Casey, next performance will make or break it. I feel like if she can sell it and she can go like this again, she is golden. And I think she is top 5 bound. If not, I think she's out, right there.
Yeah, pretty much in agreement. I'm taking some risks with my list, but
yeah, she is very good pick. And yeah, I agree. I loved her performance.
Okay,
Grace, I think it's your turn.
Okay, this might surprise you, but I'm only picking him because I think people will like him, and I think if he plays his cards right, he could go far. I'm going to pick Wyatt Pike.
Ooh, Wyatt Pike. I think he's top 12 probably, or maybe top 16. I think he gets cut. There's just too many white guys with guitars. I feel like it can't be everyone. It can't be Hunter, Chayce. I feel like we're probably going to end up with 2. Maybe. Right. Eric, do you agree?
If the season goes the way it should, we're not going to end up with any, but it's not going to happen that way.
Yeah, there's never going to be a finale of this show without a guitar-playing white boy in it.
You're right.
Yeah, I think that's a good pick. I haven't loved Wyatt, though, this season. I feel like it's just kind of a little forgettable. He's kind of, lost in the mix for me. He's solid, but I'm not excited for it. You know what I mean? He's just kind of be a contestant who does the same thing every week, unless he's going to surprise me, which I would love. But I'm just kind of not that enthusiastic. feel that much enthusiasm. I don't think people are really going to go out and vote for him.
I thought this week was pretty damn mediocre from him, but we'll see.
Yeah, and it was George Ezra, though. I mean,
Nobody
he's
really
picking
excites me this year, so it's like...
I mean, we'll see. I don't know. Wyatt, he reminds me of that singer from last year who got cut, like top... Or no, he made the finale. He wore the hat. He did guitar. He's, you know, basically...
There were a lot of those.
Well, anyway, is it my turn? My pick?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Okay, this is where it gets hard because I was kind of hoping for Alanis. Like it was all lined up together. So now I don't have her. So who do I pick? Do I pick someone who I think can actually like? Yes, Dylan James in the chat. That was who I was thinking of. Do I go for someone like who I think can actually win, or do I go for someone to just make the team the people I actually like and kind of want to root for? Yeah, I guess I'll do it. I think at this point the winner's been picked, so I'm just gonna go for the people I like. So I'm gonna go with Beane. I want Beane. Yeah, I think he's a fun pick. Do I think he's a winner? No, but I think he's top 12 at least. So I'm just kind of hoping that I can get as many people into the top 12 and just hope for the best from there. What did you guys think about Beane?
He was the highest ranking guy on my list. Actually, I was flip-flopping between him and the person I'm going to pick next for my next pick. So
I thought the way he was moving on the stage, I don't know like if he was trying to be Mick Jagger or what, because he was like walking around like a chicken. It was really weird. Technically, I think he is one of this season's better guys. For some reason, I just can't get excited about it.
Yeah, it's kind of simple, but like it's not like the big bombastic like wow your face off, but it's like the simple performances. Like he reminds me a little bit of MK Noblette, like kind of in that like the music choices that I could see him picking is what I'm saying. Just in terms of like those song choices, I think he kind of fits into that wheelhouse. I think he could do like Make You Feel My Love, like kind of the slow like ballads kind of thing. And yeah.
I will say he has got a nice tone and great presence, and I don't know why I didn't notice it until this performance. So
Do I think he can win though?
No, not a
No,
chance.
I think, but I think he'll go 7th. I think that's where I can see him landing.
He'll be in
Anything
the
above
Jeremiah
7th, I
spot.
think would be what?
He'll be in the Jeremiah spot.
Yeah, but I think anything beyond 7 would be like surpassing my expectations. Like I'd be like, wow, like good job.
Yep.
So
Okay.
yeah,
Oh, it's my turn now, right? Okay.
Yep.
Mhm.
My next pick is Madison Watkins.
What?
Wow.
My piano girl.
Yep. I was picking. I just really did not want to pick too many guys this year because now that Beane's gone, I'm not going to pick any guys probably, unless I have to. I thought this performance, Louisa did it way better than Madison did, obviously, but Madison still did pretty great, and I think she earned her spot in the top 24, and she was one of the better performances of Hollywood of the showcase round. So I'll pick her.
Yeah, I will say, I don't want to say, but like, there's something weirdly dated, like about the look. She has amazing hair, but I feel like it does kind of date her. You know what I mean? Like she kind of does come across like a little old fashioned, but I love her. Like she is our AGT contestant. I said this in our group chat right before. Like there was it's like her and Amanda, and Madison is like there can only be one.
Mhm.
You know, there's always one every season, and they usually underperform. I will say, like who do we have in the past? We had Michaela, we had Olivia Rocks. Like usually they're hyped up pretty high going in, but then don't kind of hit the mark. I feel like Madison's the opposite, where she doesn't have that much kind of pushing for her, but I feel like once she gets in, she will get in, like she will burst in with a presence. I think she's top 12, honestly.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
At best.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Grace? What did you think?
I mean, like I agree. This is another one of those songs that I'm completely done with. She did a good job, but I was kind of bored, and it was approaching my bedtime at this point in the show because she was really late in the second show. But I don't know. I can't see myself latching onto her, but good for her.
Mm-hmm. So, who's up next?
Mm.
All right, let's hear it, Grace. Who are you going with?
All right, I'm only picking this person because I want them, and it's Willie Spence.
He was next on my list.
Tell me about Willie Spence.
Normally not the type that I go for, and this was not his best week. I mean, rule number 1 of singing Beyonce songs on these shows should be don't do it.
Yes. Agreed.
But no, he has a really nice voice. I knew he was going to make it. I think he's a shoo-in for top 12.
Yes.
Not convinced he can win.
100%. He will 100% be top 12.
Still not convinced he can win. Still not convinced the producers aren't going to pigeonhole him. But
Over totally
can sing. Dude can sing.
He can really, really sing.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think he's a very solid pick. I think it's 100%, like I said, top 12. I don't think Willie's going to go further than that. I feel like this, as the trends of American Idol have gone, I don't think he is someone who can make it past 7th. I think that's as far as he maybe will go. I feel like they're at that point, it's going to be too down to the wire, and I feel like there's going to be bigger names that people are going to go for, and I feel like he'll just end up being a casualty. But if he is not in the top 12, he is a wild card. He is going to be there.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Is it my turn again?
Yes.
All right. I'm torn between 3 girls here. I know whichever one I don't pick, you probably are going to pick at least one of them. So I got to make this one count. I'm not sure. You know what? I'll go with Anilee. I think Anilee
List.
Wow.
Anilee List. Yeah, I'm going to go with her. Why is that bold?
Because she wasn't even supposed to make top 24 at first.
True. She wasn't. She was a replacement. And they very awkwardly kind of like edited it so that it looked like, oh, she made it all along.
Yeah,
but look.
Very funny, but.
I've said this at the start of the podcast. I'm just picking the people I like at this point.
That's
I
fair.
just want the people I want to root for. I got Cassandra, Hunter, Beane, and Anilee. And I think like it's a fun team. Look, do I think I will win? Maybe. I feel like Anilee could make top 12.
Yeah, possibly.
What do you guys think about her chances?
My problem is I remember her more for a James Durbin cameo and her audition than I remember her for anything else. I will say this week she did give a strong performance, and I'm happy that she made the top 24. I don't know how much further she's going to make it, though.
We'll see. But look, I'm happy to have her on my team. I think she's an exciting person. Look, these are the people I just want to vote for, honestly. They're who I enjoy, and that's usually how Team Hot Mess goes. And if we pull out a win, yay.
And then Team Hot Mess goes down the drain very quickly.
Oh, dear.
Or is that only on Dancing with the Stars?
You know, I've done pretty well on American Idol drafts in the past. I mean, what do you want from me? All right. So, yeah, Anilee is on my team. I think we're back to Eric.
Yes, we are. And I'm going to pick Mary Jo Young.
That was one of the girls I was thinking. Yeah, good pick.
The reason I'm picking her, actually, this was like a last-minute rearrangement of my list, actually. I wasn't sure I was going to pick her this early. But thinking about it more, she's one of the most current-sounding singers in this competition. She sounds like very many people on the radio do right now. And she sounds like she would fit right in on the radio. Having said that, she's not my favorite girl in this competition, and I don't think she can win. But she might make top 12, possibly, depending on how. If she has a moment this week, maybe she could, but I doubt it.
I could see her being a casualty top 16 week. I think she should be good first week, but she is another contestant. I think next performance will make or break her.
Absolutely.
If it's good, I think she could go very far. If it's bad, I think she's tossed out right away. But yeah, I think it's definitely a solid pick.
Okay.
All right. Grace, is it your turn?
I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm about to pick Caleb for my team.
Caleb.
Only-
Tell me
only
about
because-
Caleb.
Caleb Kennedy. So, I mean, the name Caleb is cursed on American Idol for various reasons, but I think people will like him, and I'm kind of just focusing on that point, like, because honestly, I don't love anybody this season, which I know is sad yet. Hopefully that'll turn around, but I definitely think people will like him, and I think that these other contestants are going to split too many votes, and I think he has a solid chance-ish. I mean, if he makes the top 12, I wouldn't be surprised. If he makes it any further,
There's always one country boy. Like there's always he's like a Caleb from a few years ago. There's always a country boy, good old country boy. And they usually go deep. So I don't know. That's the thing. I feel like if they pit it with him against Chayce, I think Chayce wins and goes
Oh,
further.
definitely.
But I feel like if Chayce doesn't stay in country, I feel like Caleb is gonna eat that vote up. You know what I mean? I feel like that's where it's gonna kind of come down to. I think he's like the third country boy kind of ranking where I think he's gonna go. I don't know. He's a question mark for me. I don't know what's gonna kind of happen there.
Yeah.
Is it my turn?
Yep.
Well, I got two of the girls I was looking at. So I'm gonna go with Ava. Ava August. Look, do I think she's a winner or
No.
can she win the show? I
No.
don't think she's a winner. I think I enjoy her music though. I think she's a talented singer. I really liked her performance of the song from the Napoleon Dynamite movie. And that was also covered by Grace Laughs. But look,
The
like I
way
said,
you
this
like
is-
know these songs, you're like, I know this song from this place, and it's like the most random thing.
but yeah, I enjoyed her music. I don't know what's going to kind of happen with her. I feel like my team is a lot of quirky singers. Like looking down the list, we got
Yes.
Cassandra, Beane,
That's right.
Anilee, Ava. I feel like that's like the kind of singers I enjoy on these shows. And look, Ava is talented. And tell me why. Eric, tell me 3 good things about Ava.
We're not on Melinda's podcast. We're on our podcast. I'm not doing that. I will say Ava seems lovely, but something about her voice kind of bugs me, and I don't know what it is.
Look,
She is not my thing at all.
I enjoy it. I enjoy her. So you know what? I'm here.
Here's
to
one
root
nice
for it.
thing. You enjoy her. People enjoy her. There we go.
Yeah. And look, I feel like at this point, the winner's picked. So you might as well just have fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But Ava is still good. And if she wins, I will be pleasantly surprised.
Okay. Now I'm going to do something.
This is where it gets hard.
This is where it gets tough. I'm debating whether or not to pick. Screw it. Colin Jamieson.
Ooh.
Uh,
Colin. Why Colin?
Because other than his breathiness, which bugs the hell out of me, he has a really good tone and he shows great energy in his performance. And if, God forbid, he works on the breathiness part, I actually could see myself rooting for him.
I liked his song choice, but just because I like Fall Out Boy. But
Yeah, me too.
I don't think he's I think
Of
he's
course not
top
a winner.
16
At
cut.
this
I
point,
think
no
he's,
one's a winner. But
yeah, I just don't see it. I'm sorry. Like, I think he's good. He seems like a lovely dude, but can he win? I feel like
No.
at this point,
no. I honestly was thinking of just saying, after I picked Mary Jo, I'm like, okay, I'm good. I don't need to pick anyone else. You guys can have the rest. But that wouldn't be very fair.
all right. Grace, what did you think?
I mean, former boy band singer, clearly not the talented one. This was probably the best that we've seen him do. I was a little surprised that he made it through to the top 24 because they hadn't really shown him up until this point. He did do a decent job with the song, but it's not a song that requires amazing vocal ability. But I think he knows his
It
limits.
does benefit from it, though, I will say.
I think he knows his limits, and I think that will help him.
Okay.
All right.
You're
Is it
up.
my turn?
No, it's Grace's
No,
turn.
it's my turn.
Oh, sorry.
All right. I was between two people, but I feel like there's no girls on my team, and anyone who is willing to bust the windows out of somebody's
Alyssa.
car deserves a spot on my team. There's one girl on my team. Now there's two, because anyone who's going to bust the windows out of somebody's car gets a spot on my team. Alana, welcome to Team Fits the Mold. Enjoy
I
it while it
loved her.
lasts.
I gotta be honest. Ahead of this episode, I looked at spoilers, and I had no idea who this singer was. I thought she was cut this round, and she's singing. I'm like, this is really good. They cut her. I like had no idea who she was, and then she made it through. I was like, oh yeah, she deserves it. Good for her. I really enjoyed that performance of hers. I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
This person's here. She's pretty good, and I'm excited.
This song is one of those, like, hey, I'm going to make a statement songs.
I will say she's a good singer, has great presence. I was surprised we haven't seen more of her, but because we haven't seen this is the first time we've seen her. Basically, I think she's cannon fodder for top 24, so that's why I didn't pick her. But I did
don't
really
know.
enjoy her.
I would think that, but this was really good. Like if she does something
she
like
was
this again,
really good, but it doesn't matter because we haven't seen her enough yet.
All
I
right.
wish it would matter though, because I liked her better. I like her better than my last pick, for example. So.
Is it my turn now?
Yep.
Huh. This is like really getting tough at this point. Like there's
We
one
could just-
person.
we could just stop it after this next pick.
No, because you want to do like one more after this. We each get one more and then leave the rest and just.
Sure.
Or we could just all give them to me.
No,
Yeah.
we need balanced teams.
Fine, let's just keep going. We'll go for all.
My turn. Looking at the list, who do I think can actually still win, or that I would actually want to root for? I guess I'll go Cecil Ray. I think. I'm just the board's getting a little bare at this point, so I think he maybe can win. I feel like maybe.
Aggressively mediocre again. I'm sorry, but
Aggressively mediocre.
he was last on my list. From the top 24, actually, I think he was last on my list.
All right,
but you know what? He seems like a likable person at least. So I'll give him that. But no, Gil, we're gonna finish this out. Good idea, but we're not gonna do that.
all right. But I got Cecil. Back to you, Eric. Who are you going with?
Okay, Deshawn is my next pick. High notes are slightly off sometimes, which prevents him from being a real contender. But of the guys that are left, he's one of I like him a little bit at least. So
Yeah, good pick. I don't think he's a winner. I feel like
but
I feel like he could make top 12, but I feel like at that point it's going to start getting really tight for him, and I think he's out at that there, if not at top 16. I feel like he's out.
I just hope he picks a better song than Over the Rainbow.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of it.
And then takes it to unnecessary places.
Okay,
but to be fair, one of those unnecessary places is the American Idol stage.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
All right, Grace.
Oh, shoot.
Who are you going with? Who's left?
Who's left? We've got Jason, Andrea, Hannah, Graham, and Liahona.
All right, who are you going with?
Hang on a second. I'm wondering. I'm between two. And I feel like one of them, if I don't pick, Adam's gonna take it. So I'm taking Graham. Not to mention if he wins or if I lose, then I have to watch Master of Disguise because of him. And I've heard horrible things about that movie.
Oh,
I saw that in theaters.
You saw it in theaters? Oh,
I think I saw it with friends.
Poor sap. I feel bad for you now.
You've never seen From Justin to Kelly, have you?
I saw that in the theater.
Okay, I feel bad for you too.
I know. I was young enough that I didn't notice how bad it was. I was like, oh, Kelly's singing. She's good.
Yeah, she can sing. She can't act.
Of course not.
And it was a horrible movie. But no, I think Graham has some decent things going for him. I think the fact that he's a pilot will automatically win him votes with people. I think he's really likable. ticks all the boxes.
We'll see. I don't know. I feel like he could be in trouble as early as top 24 week, honestly.
Yep.
Adam, your next pick.
Look, at this point, I could pick someone who maybe has like an offhand chance of winning or like maybe outside of the box. I don't think that's going to happen. So I'm just going to go with Hannah because, you know, that's my team. Look,
She's your Carol Baskin.
she's my Carol Baskin, and I'm sure there's one person still on the board who is now going to be the runner-up at this rate. But look, I need to throw out my team. I knew at some point I was going to be picking her, and was she last for both of you guys?
No.
Really?
I had no intention of picking her. I thought for sure she'd be cut this round.
I'm shocked she's here, but I am so happy. And I enjoy these contestants, the contestants that are real, they're just personality. I think she's in huge trouble next round.
Oh, definitely.
But huge trouble. But I'm still going to root for her because look at what the team name is. Like,
I will say, I thought Wrecking Ball was her best performance so far, but mainly because it's a song that doesn't require talent. I mean, Miley Cyrus can't sing, but she can perform. I don't think Hannah can do either of those two things. So I think she's doomed.
We'll see. Eric.
My last pick is Jason Warrior. I still like him. He's actually one of the ones I don't actually hate in this. But the thing is, I just feel like his first audition was good. It was one of the better ones. I feel like he took this way too far, did too much over the top stuff with it. And if he could hold back, I think he could go far. Probably not, but you know.
I will be very surprised if he and Willie both make the top 12. I feel like they're both gunning for the same spot, and I think Willie has a better chance.
I tend to.
I feel like Willie's going to be getting that shot. I feel like did we even see that much Jason Warrior like after the auditions? I feel like we just saw him again.
He's been on 2 other shows though, so he's not at like a serious disadvantage.
We'll see.
But like he barely
know.
stumbled through those 2 shows too. So
who knows what's going to happen? But we'll see.
All right.
There's 2 people left at this point, Grace.
My last
Who are you
pick
going to give me?
My last pick is going to be Andrea.
Ooh.
I
get Liahona.
I mean, Blinding Lights was a horrible song choice for her, but she did about the best she could have done with it.
I will say I wrote a terrible song choice, but she is still likable. Meanwhile, Liahona, I fucking hate that song that she sang. Like it's one of my like 5 least favorite songs of the past decade.
If I was you, I'd want to.
And she's already done 2 Meghan Trainor songs.
I will say she's marketable, but the fact that she picked that song, and that to me made her to earn that spot of being the last pick because that song is just fucking wretched.
I'm shocked she made it. Like really. But at the same time, I think she could still make top 12. Like I think she could maybe get a wild card. I feel like if she makes it through this next round, I think there's a chance.
Okay. Well, I am going to put our teams in the description of the video.
Should we just do a quick recap? You want to go?
I will go through it, sure. So on my team Not Fat Grace, I have Grace Kinstler, Chayce Bishop, Alanis Sophia, Madison Watkins, Mary Jo Young, Colin Jamieson, Deshawn Goncalves, and Jason Warrior. Grace has Chayce Beckham, Alyssa Wray, Wyatt Pike, Willie Spence, Caleb Kennedy, Alana Sherman, Graham DeFranco, and Andrea Valles. And Team Hot Mess has Cassandra Coleman, Hunter Metz, Beane, Anilee List, Ava August, Cecil Ray, Hannah Everhart, and Liahona Olayan.
Grace, you want to go?
He just wrote down all the teams.
Oh, my bad. All right, so yeah, that's kind of our draft. The schedule, you want to really quickly touch on it?
I am so fucking excited. It looks like we're actually gonna get like single eliminations each episode for live shows.
Well, not the first week, but
other than that, it looks like we're gonna get we're gonna go from like 10 to 9 to 8 to 7 to 6, and it's so fucking exciting. I am very, very excited for this season, but I think we'll touch on it more as we get closer to it. So, anything else that's urgent for us to talk about, or we can just end this one a little bit early? Because
I'm excited.
we don't know who the duets are paired up with, but we know the celebrities who are singing.
Yeah.
Some of them I'm excited.
Celebrities.
We'll talk about it during the next podcast. There's I'm excited for the next episode. We'll see what happens. I'm rooting for my team. I'm sure you guys are for yours, even though they're all gonna go home, and I'm gonna win.
Okay.
And on that note,
I'm Adam Samuel. You can find me on Twitter at Adam Soapbox. Eric, where can we find you?
Eric_Ascher on Twitter, bit.ly/Eric Loveds, ericasher.com. Grace?
And Grace.
Reality2_Grace on Twitter.
And
all right, guys.
I'm feeling a little sick, and so we're going to end this early. But thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye, guys.